Here's the interior. See, there's been custom door panels made on all the doors. It's also, the entire truck has been sound deadened and insulated. Here's the dash, a custom floor put in here. All the seats with new pad and new vinyl. Added a headrest on both sides. Otherwise, we pulled the screen out of normally there's like a metal mesh in the between here, but we pulled that out. But then so you don't get scalped if you get in a crash. There's those have been added. LED lights. There's your air conditioning control for fan speed. Ducted up here in the front. Custom headliner. Custom box up here for the speakers. Also a stereo system in there. Here's your engine access. Some cup holders. This was all modified because this had to be lifted a little bit to fit the new motor. And so this entire center console's all been modified and custom built. Here's your shift for your transfer case. High-low, 4x4, 4x2. Your e-brake, and then your automatic transmission shifter. Here in the back, you got your rear heater. These things work great, surprisingly. The heater in this is awesome. The seats can fold up. Right now it's fold up out of the way. Down there, that one's folded down on top of the battery box. Here's your doghouse, your engine cover. All this has been custom upholstered inside. You have your duct running through here back to where your AC comes in. Then it's ducted across here, so you can open those up for the rear passengers. Speakers on both sides back here in the corner. Also have a hatch in case you need to shoot the zombies. But there's your escape hatch. Back here in the back, all black vinyl, some carpet. These trays I had built because you can actually remove the upper half of the front windows. So you can drop the windows into these trays, but after we added the AC, it kind of made that one useless. But this one still works. I need to take a few minutes and heat this up and re-glue it. That's just pulled back. It's been in here now for a number of years, so it's just kind of worn out. We'll get that fixed. Our speaker, again, your walls are carpeted, insulated, and sound deadened. This bench is pretty cool. You undo those right there on each side. That will fold completely flat out, nearly flat out of the way against the doghouse. So you have a lot more storage if needed. There's your red dot AC unit. The rear, there's a kind of a mount there for an axe and a shovel. There's seat belts for all 7 passengers. And here's the dash. You have a converter back here. And here on your dash, more switches and you'll know what to do with. Here's the whole new modern. That kind of gives you have your GPS speed here. It also has your speed on this. Check engine light, make sure that's added. So with this Chevy motor, we left all of the electronics and the computer hooked up to it. So you can still plug in actually right there and read what's wrong if you have engine problems. Here's your heat controls and your LED spotlights, air conditioning. Here's your diff locks, front and rear differential locks. Okay, best part of this build, the motor. We put in an LL8 GM 4200 Vortec. It's a 4.2 liter, puts out 291 horsepower and 277 pounds of torque, where the original motor puts out 125 horsepower and 165 pounds of torque. So, and we picked this motor, one, because you're limited to what can fit in this thing, And second is it was rated as one of the Ward's 10 best engines. So it's reliable, runs well. That's important when you spend this kind of money making this fit. It came from a 2006 Chevy Trailblazer. Still has the OEM harness integrated into the Volvo chassis, retaining the OBD2 onboard diagnosis and check engine light so you can service it. It has a custom radiator in here to make sure that it stays cool, which it does, even on a hot summer day. Edelbrock fuel sump module, and a custom oil pan to clear the differential. The transmission's a GM 4L660E 4-speed automatic transmission with overdrive and lockup torque converter, and OEM PCM controlled electronic valve body. Transfer case is a Novak build adapted Dana 18 Jeep transfer case with remote cable shifters, and the power steering that we put on this came out of a Mercedes G-Wagon. No oil leaks, everything's in great shape.